Okay, so welcome to Who Are the Best Corners and Why. It's not a show.
All right.
It's more of a kind of a weekly thing that I go through where I'll break down different positions. But the cornerback position is definitely an important one because um, there's so many different polarizing types of corner. You know, I mean, just think about it because, every linebacker has, meets thresholds in tackling, agility, all that, blah, blah, blah. But some are the faster than others, so they automatically win. Wide receivers, flip over to offense, a ton of receivers can hit 99 speed and hit 88 spin and, 99 catch and 99 spectacular catch for whatever that's worth. Does that mean they just pull off cooler moves? Because I want them to just come down with it. I don't care what they got to do. But anyway, I digress. Point is that when you run a defense and you're gonna run a lot of cover three, you're gonna need 6'1" and up height. You got to have max speed, max jump, because they've got to be tall enough to run them down and get as high as they can, because so many receivers got 99 speed. Now, if you run a lot of cover two, exact opposite. Especially in the tackling department, because most of your 99 speed, 99 jump DBs with crazy athletic abilities aren't the best tacklers. Most of them, you're lucky if you're getting out of there with a 68 tackle on those kind of DBs. But that's what they do in cover three. If you run a lot of cover two, that's not who you want. You want that 75 or higher. If you got a DB that's got 75 tackling, a corner that's got 75 tackling and higher, and you like his other stuff, like that's it for cover two cornerbacks. Pretty much 75 tackling and higher, and they don't even really need speed. But you do want kind of an acceleration gap. Like if you got a corner that's got only 93 speed and their accel's only 93. That's not good. It's not necessarily bad. There may be one play a game where it doesn't hurt you, or where it hurts you, but it may be for first down. It may be to get them in field goal range. So +2 excel. If you want them a little quicker. Doesn't have to be top end, but playing cover two. They need strength. You want at least 70 strength. Okay? And, look for acceleration that's +2 on speed. If it's 90, get 92. Look for 92 acceleration. That's a good balance. But don't die on that hill. Catching's another one. Look for 74. Catching somewhere there, 73. Anything under like 73, 74, the ball just seems to bounce off their hands a lot. So unless you're just going for a tank of a cornerback, then, which is really unnecessary, because that would be somebody that you're blitzing with, and that's where you enter Sean Taylor.
Yeah. So, out of my cornerbacks, I switched Ty Law because he's only 5'11". He was my number one.
Okay.
So, I should upgrade Patrick Peterson. He's 6 feet.
All right.
And then Peters is 6 feet. Here, I should look at my... I bind him instead of...
You've got Sprinter maxed out now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're good. You can get in there because...
So Richard Sherman is 99, and he's up to a 95 speed, 95 acceleration, not fast.
Yeah.
But he's my third.
Don't forget Dion too, man. That's about the... So we're I'll tell you, where I found the best place for Dion at in cover 3 is playing the purple safety and cross manning them, because he will foobar them. Like nobody can run past him. Nobody. I mean, it's so good. You can put him on the free safety side and just flip the cover 3 every time over to him, and just either cross man. You don't even have to cross man him when he's back there. If he's got that much room to get to somebody,
you put him at safety.
I put him at safety when I'm running cover 3, and or even cover 2 is not bad, because I mean, you think about what he's doing in cover 2. You know, cover 2 is probably more ideal for him to be at safety because he's so athletic. Yeah. And he's not going to be tackling anybody. But so, you know, you send him deep because that's going to be a ball in the air type situation. You know, unless the other 10 guys just let him get past them. And then at that point,
Ooh, Tremaine Johnson. He's a 6'2". With his power up. Just looking at what he can get up to.
See what this guy's
96.
about. 96, 97, Kemp. But, dude, you never know, man. Look how long, what's his face stuck around? Who's the cornerback with the spooky card? DRC, yeah. Dude, that card was around when 95's first started coming out. And he was a 90, and he was still on rosters. Think about how long he was still on your roster. A 90. Do you have any other 90s on your team?
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't know. The lowest card I have is like a 96.
Yeah. No. That's just sometimes they're just badass cards.
Yeah.
I tell you what, one of them is not Odell Beckham Jr.'s.
I could power up Patrick Peterson with like 12,000, like 15,000 trading right now.
We should try Antonio Brown.
The wide receiver?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that, dude. All he needs is another Julio card, and he'll separate from everybody. He'll surpass Moss. That's why they're waiting. That's why they're waiting on the Julio card. That's why Moss got his first. That's why Calvin got his first. It's Julio. The 99 Julio card is going to make you go, fuck. All right, so let's do these criterias. I can't wait to get my second computer. I already got my second monitor, but I'll be able to switch and do MuT head while I'm talking. You're not just staring at two of my cornerbacks.
An 89 and a 93 card of Patrick Peterson.
All right, so you want jump ball in cover 3, and you want speed. You'll find a couple that you want, that you're interested in. Players you want, maybe they meet your criterias and you can get chems for them or whatever, you know. You get those picked up, so say, all right, we're doing cover 3, so right out the gate, so Patrick Peterson, 96, 95. Dion, of course. Those are going to be the two. Those guys are. Mel Blount. Marcus Peters is in. How tall is Peters? He's a small guy, right?
Mm-hmm. I could power up Patrick Peterson tonight. No, I couldn't.
Can Monday.
And tomorrow.
Mm.
I can buy his cards tonight. Are they cheap tonight? Or do they go back up? Are
Mm.
they high tonight?
Nothing's high right now, dude. Nothing. The only thing that's high right now are the power ups that got released today, and they're probably on their way down. Okay, so you obviously want guys that can get to 99 speed, which means that their max cards base speed has to be 99 or 95 with power up, sprinter, and John Madden to get him to 99. So if it's not 96, you can't get it there without having like a legend, like legend chems. Legend chems will give +1 when they're maxed out. So Patrick Peterson and Dion are the clear cut, just the two best.
The cover 3.
Cover 3.
All right, and that's good. I just bought stuff to.
I'm looking for
so
one
maybe
more to
power
throw
up
in the mix
tomorrow.
because there's another. Okay, so let's lose the jump ball part. Hello? And do range, which is kind of, yeah, you know, they say it's the point A to point B, but I don't buy it. All right, so no, not jump ball. What are you doing, man? My head, talk to me, goose. There we go. Let's all be as one. This game, even the website's buggy. So, Perry Nickerson? Dude, this card. I see this Perry Nickerson card. This 86 cornerback. I see him pop up way more often than I should see any 87 card. Like, I'm wondering if he's G. It's an 87 corner, but he's got stats that run with Dion's. I mean, like, he's got 96 speed. You can get him to 99 speed with power up and sprinter maxed. You know, if he's even got a power up. Even then, you can get him 98. Other cards, no, he doesn't have a power up. I don't have a power up 87. Like, his man is on, like, all that shit sucks, dude. But so he's just a fast dude. What's his agility? 93. It's weird. I must just see him when I'm checking speed a lot. But it's just weird to see him. I mean, because this is in. Where are we in? Are we in range or speed? We're in speed. We want range. Byron Jones. Okay, so let's get out of here. Go somewhere else. So Byron Jones. Let's look at this dude.
Two corner.
Yeah. Well, I see 270,000. You get a power up. Oh, dude, how about a card that got a power up today? I'm not even going to tell you which one. It got a power up today. And I pulled 2 of them yesterday. And just sold them because I was like, oh, cool. And they doubled in price today. Because it got a power up. And I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Who was it?
I'm so mad about it. I don't even say. I'll see you later. But I mean, I literally lost hundreds of thousands of coins. Hundreds of thousands. So, okay. So where's your other cards at, Byron Jones? He's got 95 base speed.
Who?
Byron Jones. Oh, he does have power up. 6 foot, 99 jumping out of the box. 93 man, 95 zone. 94 press. What else you holding? 73 strength. That's good. 97 excel. That's +2. That's good. So he'll hit 99. 74 catching. Good. He hits that one. God damn, dude. This might be my new fucking corner. 74 tackle. That's pushing it, but anything above 68 is almost a find if you're looking for like cover 3 corners. This dude's a fucking animal, dude. I guarantee you, if
what's his name again?
Byron Jones, he's a fucking animal. If he was 6'2", he'd be one of the most expensive cards on the game. Like, blockchain could be a little higher. That pursuit's lacking, so he's not a go-getter on the ground. But cover 3, he needs to be able to make plays in the air. And so Byron Jones.
So what I'm thinking then is I'm going to power up Patrick Peterson and then Deion Sanders, and then I'm going to go with Landon Collins and get his 99 because I looked at his what he's going to be powered up, and that's 48,000 training. His speed, 96 Excel. His speed will be up to like a 96. His Excel will be a 97. 97 tackle, 82 catching, 92 jumping, not too great there. 98 play rec, of 93 man coverage, 99 zone coverage, and 99 hit power. 82 strength. '98 play rec, 99 pursuit.
What's his agility?
91. He'll have a 99 awareness.
What's his zone coverage? Because that 99 awareness will
97.
help zone. Okay, so. And what's his play recognition?
98.
It's 98 zone, 98 play rec.
He'll be a 99 zone, 99
90,
play rec, 99 awareness with all the
but his agility's 91.
power-ups. Yeah. That'll go up to like a 92, I think.
Dude, you know, he kind of sounds... What's his press?
88.
Hmm.
He's a strong safety, though.
Yeah, no. Some are nasty, dude. Dude, if his press would have been a 98, I would have been like, there's your cover 2 corner.
Yeah, I know, right? Be a beast with that. He's 48,000. Wonder how much his wild card is. It's not even in there. I'm glad I already have the cards that will be good for now. With Peterson and Sanders. And then Sherman. Then my backups are Law and Bailey.
Hell yeah.
Then I don't know if I'll go with Landon Collins quite yet. Maybe I'll go with my line and get Bryant Young, and then maybe another. I don't know if I'll get another D tackle, but Randall. He doesn't have much.
You've got 2 D tackles, right? I mean, that's. Yeah.
97, 96.
You're set there. You're set.
And I got.
Here's the thing. There may be the game where we just run into these run heavy bastards, and you're gonna want a couple of big guys to stop the middle and force them to go outside, and that way they don't get to pick and choose and just run away from the user. There are some D tackles that will change the game like that, but that's if people are running it 3 or 4 times in a row, and that just doesn't happen a lot. Like, you see 3 or 4 passes in a row way more.
Mm-hmm.
That's why D tackles are just across the board, across the game. D tackles are just not it, because everybody's passing. Cover 2 corners. This Byron Jones card, man. This is not a bad one. This is not a bad one. Hey, I did see you guys. If you're still in the chat, I seen your message. Thanks for the subs. But I'm not done running my mouth yet, so I'll answer them later if you send me a message.
So I got Khalil Mack with a 99 power move and Julius Peppers with a 99 finesse move. It's funny how opposite they are. They're both 90 speed. Damn. Peppers got a 96 acceleration. That's fucking crazy.
Oh, dude, that was
97 was sprinter.
That card's amazing.
Oh, since he's out of position, I don't think it is. Oh yeah, it does. Got 97 excel, 92 speed. You finish your solo battles?
No, I got to do all of them. Matter of fact, I need to get started. All right, well, there you go, kids. Byron Jones. You need a good cover 3 corner, and you're doing like I want to do. I'd run, and you got Dion too. I'd run Pat Pete at the corners, and Dion as the purple safety to let him flag down anything, which it's kind of going against the grain because you would think, oh, well, if it's a safety and he's running and he's manning up with crunchers, then he's going to be going across the middle and you're going to want a stronger guy there, so you'd want to use bleh, bleh, and then you go in there and you get shit all over. Then that's not my fault. I'm just telling you what works. Put Dion at the purple zone and cross him up with anybody, and at any angle he's going to shut him down. I mean, don't try and give him a bad angle, but so like if you say we're lined up, we're on the field on defense, ball's on the 20, ball's on the left hash mark. They've got 3 receivers, slot receiver to the left, tight end to the right, X and B or where X and B are. You're in cover 3. You've got Dion in the strong safety side on the right. You want to cross him up. You think he's going with the slot receiver. You want to try and angle him up right, like whichever way, like whatever angle you think he's going to take. And even if you think don't ever go too low, because if he has to loop around and get back under him, he can actually get over the top. So you don't want to like bring him down toward the line of scrimmage all the way from there. But just think about, like, look at the field, the right side. If you think that crosser's coming, and it's probably going to, just where would you be looking at if you were that slot receiver? Where would you be heading? Where do you think it's going to open up at? Around the 40? 20 yards all the way across the field from the left hash. Just make like a quick angle, and if you're right, you're right. It's good. It worked. If you're wrong and they cut back against it or something, oh well. Just sometimes people make plays, but what is without a doubt the most effective way is just doing that. Like, man them up, and then if it looks like you're not quite in line with them on the angle, move them around, slide him over. That's what I wind up doing. I wind up I'll cross them up and I'll step them, like if they're on the 20 and I'm on the left hash mark, they've got the slot receiver on the left, and I think he's going to cross the right side. I'll move Dion to the right, just a couple steps, and it does 2 things. One, it gives him a better angle in case they do go low, instead of just going straight down and without compromising over the top. And 2, moving him away from him just gets him a little farther outside of the of what the quarterback's looking at, and that's the middle. I mean, they come down and get under center. They can look all around, but the farther he is away from that crosser, the more confident he is in it. And it's actually been the best position for me to do it in. It's just move him a couple steps right. That's kind of the generic one. It's not going to work every time, but that's the generic one where you just slide him over 2-3 steps away from the guy he's crossed up. Maybe a step up, whatever. They don't want to get too inviting with the run, and that's usually what happens. If you move him out and up, they start trying to run it to that side. But if you move him down, they're gonna try and go over the top of you, and it can happen if you get too close to the line. So that's why, and it's hard to gauge it too. Some dudes can just run routes like beasts. I know I'm one of them. But no, seriously. So yeah, that's like the base crosser for me is just move them over a couple of steps away from the cross, and then go from there. And then maybe they're not crossing. Maybe they're new at the game and you can beat them 63-0. But yeah, that is it for who's the best corners and why. And it all depends on what you're using. If you're playing cover 2, you want strength and tackling and that kind of stuff. 74 and up, something like that. 75 and higher. Closer you get to 80. Doesn't have to be max speed, doesn't have to be max jump, but good as you can get. But you want guys that can handle the run. You want physical guys that can jam that cover 2 and not have to take off sprinting. Open field players. And if you're in cover 3, like this guy Byron Jones looks nasty. I think he's going to make the team. I think Byron Jones is going to make the team.
Is he a Seahawk?
How dare you? He's a Cowboy.
Oh, Cowboy.
I'm just kidding. I don't care. All right. No, seriously though, that's it. That's it, guys.